What's up, YouTube? And today I just want to go over a quick video on just each profession in this game, Harry Potter's Wizards Unite, and just, the pros and cons of each one. Now, I'm relatively new to the game, basically brand new. Like, I started yesterday, so I don't know a lot about it, but I just did a little bit of just like looking at the game and seeing just how each profession works. Now, once you get level 6, you get the ability to unlock a profession, which I just turned level 6 not too long ago, and I got the profession of a professor. Now, as far as battling and stuff like that, I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm just going into detail of each profession and just how, how that looks for them starting off. I'll drop a link in the description below about a video about, I think the girl named Zoe, or Zo2 Dots. She did some battles, and this video was posted back in May. And just, how they look during the battle. She has all 3 unlocked. I only have the professor unlocked. Plus, I'm not anywhere where I can battle, right? So I'm going to start off with the magic zoologist. Now, first, before I do that though, let's go over the tree. Now, for the tree, the magic zoologist takes damage from more damage from curiosities. It does more damage to beast. Let's go with, and then which beast does more damage to the aura. The aura does the most damage to dark forces. Dark forces does more damage to professor, and professor clears up curiosities. And that's how that tree works right there. So and I guess the middle of the ground would be like magic zoologists versus dark forces. That's probably like a middle of the ground right there. Same for like aura and curiosities, and then the professor and beast. So if I go to so it's gonna start off with magic zoologist. So if I start off with there, this is more of like a support based character here, and you can even see it right there. Magic zoologists focus on healing and helping their teammates. Now, early on with the lessons, you do get more power and more like defense, but it's kind of stamina based. Now, you do get a little bit of power upgrade here, but not as much as like the aura, the professor. See, it come from like, if I do this on power, when you have 50% greater or greater stamina. Now, that's where your power and defense comes from. But like it even said, you're mostly doing like teammate stamina buff, so you're just your support character for the most part here. But with that, this character early on has the most stamina upgrades. Like, you get that's defense, but you get the most stamina upgrades here in the other 3 as far as how those totals go. You also get a defense upgrade with this one, which the aura doesn't have early on. You have to break down the tree a little bit more, and you get focus. Now, the professor doesn't get focus at the beginning. The aura and the magic zoologist does. That's pretty much it. You get probably more proficiency gain earlier on than just the aura or the professor. I know the other one of them does have proficiency gain, but this one, magic zoologist, gives you the most proficiency gain and most stamina early on, and just a little bit of middle ground defense. Now, if I switch to aura, this your power guy. This basically the damage dealer here. Early on, you're getting power versus opponents with less than 50% stamina, but also you're getting those power upgrades over here. Now, this gives you the most power. Just starting off. This also gives you focus, as I mentioned earlier. Professor doesn't do that. The stamina, not as much as the magic zoologist, but it's more than the professor. So you're getting more stamina, just the middle of the ground compared to the other 2. With these hexes here, you're doing more imparities to your opponent, like lowering that power, lowering that stamina, and so on, which is plus that power damage of the aura. That's what makes the damage just increase for them. That's pretty much, I guess you get more precision compared to the other 2, starting off at least. Like I said, I'm a low level. I don't have this tree unlocked, and I didn't really, break down all of this. But for the most part, that's it. The power and does imparities to the other things, and they don't have a defense earlier on. Now, professor, that's what I am. So go ahead and switch to that. And I got a few of these already. Now this is kind of like a mix, but you know you're getting some power earlier on, which you don't get to do with the magic zoologist, is to gain just straight power. But your power too, you get even more damage versus impaired foes. Like starting off, you know, power versus foes with one or greater imparity. So if you're paired up with like an aura, somebody hit them with an imparity off the bat, and you're a professor, then y'all doing some damage right there, right? But this has the least stamina gain out of both of them, or all three of them, I mean. And you also get a defense increase earlier on, same as the magic zoologist. You get but this is probably a little bit earlier than the magic zoologist. So defense is a lot better on professor compared to the other two. Aura, you don't get any like defense earlier on. It's way more down the tree compared to the other two. And you do some imparities here too. You do some imparities to stamina. Lowers, you know, it lowers the attack and defense of the opponent, which is like this one right here. So if you place an impairment on them, if they attack or defend, they lose some stamina, which is really good, I think, earlier on. That's pretty much what that focuses on. It's like a mix of the two. It's kind of like a support character, but at the same time, it's not the main support character. You got a little bit more defense earlier on. I believe the most defense earlier on compared to the other two. So it's just kind of like a small breakdown. Like I said, I haven't really dove into the trees. I'm level 6, but when it comes to that, that's each one of these professions, and you know, more into details on what they you know what they specialize in. Now, if you want like more of a battle video and more of a vlog type like video, I'll leave a link in the description. Like I said, this video by this girl Zoe, or Zo2Dots, is what showed me, you know, how to use my skills, because she's been playing longer. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I appreciate you very much for coming by. If you enjoyed the video, leave a rating below. If not, you know, I guess you just want to leave. But anyway, appreciate you very much. Can't talk today, for coming by.